Hi, this video is going to be about what I perceive the connections to be between spirituality and transitioning from female to male, and also from male to female too, but I obviously don't have any experience of that, so I'm sticking to the FTM stuff for now. Yeah, as I mentioned in I think it was the first video I made the other day, I believe that they cross over because when you transition, you are moving towards your true and real self. You're beginning to realign with who you are, and you're beginning to live authentically, and you're aligning your body and your mind. And anybody who is trans and who is transitioning will tell you that it is all about showing or portraying on the outside what you feel that you are on the inside. And spirituality is pretty much the same thing. You are expressing outwardly what you feel inwardly. So I think one of the main things to take from this experience is that it is a positive experience. It may seem like a curse to begin with, as my channel name says. I feel it's no longer a curse. I know personally now that I'm here for a reason, which is to help you guys along a little bit in your transition and along your path, and to answer any questions that you might have. Personally, I think we're very special people, and I think it's really sad that we live in a time and a place in time that we are persecuted. Having said that, things are improving. Things are improving for a lot of people that are on the outside, so to speak. I think that things are a lot more out in the open now, and I don't know whether this is true or not, but it feels to me like there's an influx of our kind of people coming into the world. And as I said, I believe that we're special in some way. I mean, in terms of having an insight into both masculine and feminine energy, I think that is like a pretty exciting thing to have on your side, really. Also, the self-awareness that I touched on in my introduction video. I don't know many people that, not in person anyway, that are actually as self-aware or as self-conscious as I am. Not self-conscious in the way that they don't like the way that they are, or they don't express themselves or whatever, but conscious of their self, their true self. And I think that what has awakened that in me is having to transition. In order to transition, you have to know what it is that you are and what it is that you want to be. So you start off, I mean, it doesn't matter how young you realise that you're trans, or how old you are. Before you start to transition, you start off with a very clear view of what you are to start with and where you want to be. So in that case, you actually have an advantage over a lot of people. A lot of people are what I would term as asleep, and not really paying much attention to what's going on. They're very distracted by stuff that's going on around them, things on the news, the media, TV, all that stuff. And yeah, great. I mean, we probably indulge in some of that too. I tend not to as much now. But you're also constantly assessing who you are and being aware of what and who you are. So, like I said, you've got a bit of an advantage there. Once you kind of start on your transitional path, if you come across any kind of spiritual ideas that you're interested in. And by spiritual, I don't mean religious. I'm not talking about religions as such, although I believe that all religions stem from the same source. That is why they carry a lot of the same messages. They've been warped and they've been changed in a way that will keep people under control, keep people in fear. And as I said in the introduction video, living in fear is no way to live. In fact, it's not living, it's just existing. And that comes back again to transitioning. You may feel that before you transitioned, or if you haven't transitioned yet and you're just thinking about it, you may feel now that you're just existing, that you can't live and you can't live up to your true potential and be your true self as long as you're trapped in this body as it feels. I feel personally, this is kind of touching on things that you may or not take on board as being true. I don't feel as though I belong in a body at all. I feel that sometimes my body is quite cumbersome in a way, and that it's not light enough for me to get around the way I'd like to. And I'm not talking about being unfit, although I can be a little bit unfit at times. I just don't feel like I really belong here as such. Anyway, that's probably like a whole other video. So yeah, I think a big help for transitioning is knowing that you're not alone. And I think that really helps on a spiritual side as well. If you begin to find people that feel what you feel and talk about what you want to talk about, that are passionate about what you want to do, then you start to connect with these people, you start to feel like you belong somewhere, and that's how I've been feeling lately. And that actually happened a long time ago in terms of transitioning. Like I said in the introduction video, it's probably like 4.5 years ago that I started making YouTube videos, and the connection that I felt was pretty extreme. It was really good to know that there were so many people going through the same thing, and it's just exploded now on YouTube, and it is amazing. Even on things like Facebook and Twitter and all the social networking sites, there are groups there to support each other through transitioning, and I just think it's a really beautiful thing. I know that when I first started out that there were some things set up, but nowhere near as much as there is now. So I feel very lucky to be around at this time. In general, things are opening up and the truth is coming out about a lot of things. And I think there's another thing that I want to touch on as well, which is using your scars to help other people and to create and to connect. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear that, but the wind's whistling through my window. It's quite eerie. But yeah, you can use the pain that you've been through to inspire other people, to create videos if that's what you want to do. You can really help other people with what you've been through, and I think that's amazing. I think that it makes you stronger as a person. I'm stronger now than I've ever been through transitioning, and being myself and being honest makes such a big difference. So those are the ways that I see that spirituality and transitioning from female to male actually cross over. I'll probably make more videos on this as I come up with more and more ideas. Something that I'd like to touch on the next video, which I'm actually researching more and more at the moment, is being a two-spirit and connecting to that power, and knowing that you were once actually revered by many tribes as being very powerful and very helpful to the planet. So I'll catch you next time. Bye.